we're all screaming appropriately. Yay!
Mic check works. Good.
Mic check works. Mic check works. I see audio going through. Why is Nate big? Nate is big.
Nate is big.
Fixing Nate.
I'm watching an ad right now, so I can't see me.
Good. I have unbiggied
If you have
you.
Amazon Prime, you can get a free subscription.
Yeah, I don't have it linked to mine anymore.
Oh, boom. Welcome back, everybody. We'll be back. We're back.
Welcome back.
We made it back. Welcome back.
We're back. We're front. We're both here.
Yay. We all made it.
In this you're not going to see us until August.
Should it?
Yeah.
Don't say that.
It'll be next week, and then nothing until August.
Listen,
Okay.
Zach, go live in a bubble. I'm gonna tell work to not talk to me, I guess, ever again. And Maddie's also not gonna get sick. Maddie's also gonna be in a bubble.
Yep. We're all gonna have to live like the boy in the plastic bubble to make it through.
We've just been somehow long distance passing around the illnesses, and two of us have been sick at a time for like the last 3 weeks. Like I had, what day it was me and Sarah last week, because Sarah was sick and I had.
Sarah was getting over being sick. You were starting to get sick, and I was sick. Yeah,
I was also on a river trip.
I had the flu.
Maddie was just out anyways. Maddie was out, and 3 of us got sick. So
yeah,
that was quality for us. See, Sam is here. We thought Sam wouldn't be here.
Hammerton.
It's a Sam. It's a Sam. Traveling Sam. We caught the salmon. The salmon.
Salmon.
No.
I love that, Sarah. That
I want Sam to draw a self-portrait of Sam's face on a salmon now.
That's actually not a bad idea for the yearly birthday portrait.
The same way that Sam superimposed the
yearly birthday portrait. What?
Of Doran onto the bearded dragon.
Yes, their yearly birthday portrait.
We gotta do that, but with Sam.
Yep, Sam on a salmon.
Sam on a salmon.
Sam on a salmon.
I could eat so much cookie dough, but I would never get salmonella.
You're driving. No typing right now.
No typing.
Watch the road. Hands it to it in 10.
You can listen to us. Do tempt me. We are tempting you. We are tempting you.
Or I for a long time. Okay, hands on 5 and 7.
We are doing a temptation. Okay. Well, we're all here, so we'll let everybody say hi because we're here. And we'll start with Vertical Sarah.
Hi, I'm
Hi, I'm Vertical Sarah.
Vertical Sarah.
I'm Vertical Sarah. My sound quality is going to be ass until I'm on my computer. Technical difficulties, but it's getting better. And I play Viola Tarot, the definitely not a changeling investigator who is freaking out internally at the moment because her brother just arrived with a wife who looks exactly like her.
Yeah, that's gross. Can we all agree that's gross?
Yeah, it's very Targaryen.
Exactly like her.
But with sister.
Looks kind of like her. There's a lot of similarities and eerie similarities, and the face being a lot the same-ish, which is kind of weird, but not exactly the same.
Field day with Meteor right now.
Oh yeah, you would have had to actually, I guess, describe what you would have looked like. Would it be the Viola, like the Viola getup, the Viola face and stuff that you would have typically worn as a Farrellin, or did you have a different look that you would have worn that they kind of copied? Or married the husband, I guess.
Okay. She usually went as a drow when she was with her husband. So she was more of a lighter blue grayish type gray to complement his more purple skin tone. And she had still long hair, but not too long, just long enough that it was feminine. She had more of a button nose. She had thin eyebrows, and a rounder face. So something that could become more motherly eventually.
Okay. So nobody else would recognize this person, but you would see
She
it.
just
And
looks
Viola
like
would
a
see
drow.
it. It just looks like a Fairland person, but Viola would be freaking out because it's like uncanny valley of canvas in that form, I guess.
Mhm.
Looking at it, you're just like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know
She
if you
may
just, yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
She showed them what Sayla looked like. Sayla Tamin, which was her other drow form, which is this one. So when she was going through all of her different people that she had been, so the red tiefling, human, and then also
All right.
Man, I caught it and I just let it go because I thought Ben was being funny.
It wasn't me. I didn't do that one.
it was me being funny.
It was Sarah the whole time. Listen, when it comes to other people's bullshit, you can't blame all the dad jokes on me. Each of you feed them all well enough.
I do no such thing.
I guess everybody else roll a d20.
Fuck.
Oh.
But I don't want to.
Roll a d20.
Viola said a lot of things that night.
Where's my goddamn dice bag? All right. 4.
But
Oh, except for Viola, you don't need to roll a d20. You know that person.
yeah.
Wow.
Can I
Okay.
re-roll?
Can we burn a mythic point on me?
I don't know what I'm rolling for, but I really don't like what I rolled.
I'm saving mine because
If you really want to, you can.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna
100%
save it. I'm
good.
gonna save it. I'm not gonna do this.
Well, I guess Corey gets to roll one too. I forgot I'm a person here.
I'm a whole guy.
Whole guy. I got an 11, so really the break point was 10 if you got over a 10. So Corin would also see Inaravis and be like, wait a minute. And everybody else was kind of like, drow person. The drow people. And Viola and Corin would be like, what? Everybody else, it was just a lot that night. You saw a lot of faces. You watched Viola change a lot, and it was kind of just a lot.
But they
That
wouldn't
checks out.
have her brother.
Oh yeah, they would know Dimitri. Like they would definitely. Everybody would see Dimitri and be like, "Oh god, that's Dimitri." But Corin and Viola are like the other one. Oh, does Corin have composure?
No.
No, he does not. Well, you know, he's been working on this society. This is kind of a society thing.
No.
Oh.
What's the DC for this? Let's see, level based DC. No, Corin's kind of just like. Corin looks nervous. Okay, let's continue introductions then with Maddie.
We were doing introductions.
Yes, we were. I got distracted.
Introductions.
Yes, I got very distracted.
I thought we just jumped straight
Whole
into
ass
play.
ADHD, the whole thing. Sorry.
Yeah, you did. Whoa. Now I know what it feels like. So my name's Maddie. I'm usually the one doing the ADHD loops around everybody's heads, but wow.
What do you
I'm
think
really
is constantly
disoriented now.
happening here?
Yeah, I play Aaron, the half Strix, half elf, Laughing Shadow Magus.
Zach.
Hi everyone, I'm Zach. I'm undiagnosed ADHD and probably some autism in there. I play
Oh, we're just
Gabe.
exposing our medical history.
This is an overshare moment for everyone. So hooray.
You ain't getting
Yeah,
WIPTTRPG, oversharing
Yes.
and under-delivering since 2020.
I play a little mushroom boy because I think mushrooms are cool because it's the autism. Go next.
I envy Ben's ability to just improv bars right on the spot.
Yep.
Nate.
I mean, I am wearing a dinosaur shirt, so I have there's some kernel of truth in there somewhere.
Nate. Go ahead, Nate.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'm also here. I play Cypher. They're a human psychic.
plays probably one of the more strange characters, but also happens to be probably the most well-adjusted person in this entire group.
Yeah, how is Cypher always keeping it together so fucking well?
They're not.
No,
You can
I'm
see
talking
their
about
journal.
Nate.
That's true. I can. Cypher's outwardly presenting very well.
Yep.
Great masking.
Cypher is masking so well. And I'm Ben. I play all the rest of the voices in my head and happen to also play Corin. Because Maddie has ADHD and gave me 2 characters and said, I don't know which one. And I said, they both sound good.
No, one ADHD person to the other? That's a
Nope.
dangerous combination. I got all these ideas. What should we do? All of them. Okay.
Hi, I'm Sam and I play Sam. I do fossils, so you can guess what I have. Do you have fossils, Sam? Or do you have autism?
I think it was that one.
I think
I want to know about your dinosaur
Go
bones and your
dinosaurs!
autism.
Go dinosaurs!
Oh, God. We're a special bunch.
Bones.
I love us so much.
It's always the developmental disorders that all hang together.
I also hate that I hate that we're neurospicy people.
No, I went even more specific. I'm not even going the umbrella of neurospicy. I'm going into a category.
Sam just says yes.
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 Yep.
That for me gives me the ick.
Neurospicy gives you the ick.
Yeah.
We will scratch that from our vocab. We can just continue with the original of neurodivergent, okay?
Yeah,
See,
because that's
so neurospicy gives you the ick, like growing up with the term EVOO coming into the the rotation gave me an absolute ick.
What is
EVO?
Extra virgin
It's
olive
extra
oil?
virgin olive oil. Stop calling it EVOO. I hated Rachel Ray for
People
that.
call it that?
Rachel Ray could have like fucking stepped on a landmine and I would have been okay because she started calling it EVOO and everybody called it EVOO. And I was like, it made my scalp itch. I was like, shut the fuck up. Stop calling it that. And I've seen it in text now printed. It's in the dictionary and I just want to stab people for it.
It's in the dictionary. That's nuts.
I want to stab a person
it's-
for it. Let's be real.
That's a wild thing to abbreviate. Like, no one's gonna know. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah,
No one's
that
gonna
did not
know what
need an
you're saying.
You're
abbreviation.
saving 3 syllables.
is-
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
EVOO is in the American dictionary and it's just a listed definition of an abbreviation for extra virgin olive oil.
Oh my god.
correct.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it. And yes, it is the same as what Sarah said drives her on, it gives her the ick.
Drives me up a wall. Like there's I don't know. It gives me the TikTok vernacular where people are just saying
6, 7.
Oh,
Ex-
Lord.
Like that.
If my kids saw me
Sarah,
doing that,
I'm
they'd all be
sorry.
screaming it from across the room.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have a 4-year-old nephew, and that's his favorite thing in the world right now. Or I'm sorry, he's 5.
Oh, we
Let's be
love
fair.
her.
Sarah left. She's dead.
I teased.
I think she's probably switching over.
I'm hoping it's because
I'm
Sarah's
trying
switching
to
over
switch over.
to no longer be
Yay.
vertical Sarah.
Okay.
So now Sarah is Zach and Zach is Sarah.
Yes.
Oh.
This
Body
is
swap
like one of those
moment. That's fun.
90s body swap. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did this at every show.
So while Sarah switches, you all had accomplished the
Except for friends.
impossible. You breached the palace's inner circle. You did.
Why would
You
we do
breached the.
Friends. Friends was
Oh.
semi-realistic.
I don't know. I know.
Sorry, Nate and I are having a whole side conversation.
I have a use now.
I missed it.
It's the first time
Oh,
I've
okay.
used it for fucking
It's the
40
shut the fuck up
episodes.
sound effect.
Yeah, it's the lock-in. It's the lock-in sound effect. Okay.
You
I've
used
never
them
used
all.
it. So fucking why?
We decided that this is like the
Christina's
other
sitting
people
next to
have
me and
called
she
it, like-
texted me EVOO.
Nice.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo this woman.
Boo this woman.
It's not even about
Boo.
triggering him. It's about the fact that he's going on one right now. The ADHD is really activated at this
She's
moment.
getting after me because I called her Crispina because she got a sunburn last week.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
That's
that is
fucking
that
funny.
is certified crispy. That is certified crispy. That's what I call it. Anytime I get hurt, I am crispy. That's the term.
Christina.
Crispina. Oh, that I understand why she's upset about that. That's a whole other thing.
That is
That's
the reddest I have
okay.
ever seen Ben.
Oh, he's
Not as red as Crispina is right now.
Fuck you. That was good.
Uh,
I missed you guys.
I'm sorry your wife is on fire. I'm sure it sucks. I feel her pain. But also...
Oh, gosh.
All right.
oh.
Focus, Fox.
Focus, Fox. All right.
Shut the fuck up, Ben Noise.
Thank you. So you accomplished the impossible. You breached the palace's inner circle and standing before the prince and his bride-to-be with rescued nobles and a forged mandate in hand, you proved that the enemy's already inside the gates, hiding among the security staff, the symposium, the Nockshade Assembly. But you didn't just deliver a warning. You forged a brilliant counterstroke. A preemptive plan of a potential secret wedding designed to pull the rug out from under the conspirators. And to finalize these tactics, your evening plans were shifted, bringing you here to a midday luncheon. The private dining solarium is a masterclass in opulent tranquility. Sunlit stained glass cast prisms of color across the table laden with roasted pheasant and crystal goblets and cucumber sandwiches, because I said it in the Blue Sky Post. The royal couple are gracious hosts, and for a fleeting moment, the tension of the city feels far away. Then the heavy oak doors from the interior swing open, and a herald clears his throat, offering a deep bow. Apologies, Your Highness. Lord Dmitri Everhund and his guest have arrived. In the air, the room seems to stall. Dmitri steps through the threshold. Smile looks practiced, warmed, and entirely hollow. And he bows to the royals, but his eyes find the table, glancing around to the additional people that are here unexpectedly. But the woman beside him who steps in is what really, truly catches a few of your breath. She's introduced as Lady Anarvis, the new head of the Everhund household. She smiles, brushing away a stray lock of hair behind her ear, a gesture so profoundly, intimately familiar to Viola, it sends a shard of ice down your spine. She does not look like a stranger. She looks like a reflection in a mirror that somehow has stepped free from the glass. The trap has been sprung, and lunch is served. Right. So, you are all seated around a table. Monologue token immediately. Okay.
You know who. Sarah.
Yeah. Okay. I will do my best.
What's Aaron's
with
thoughts
this
right now? No.
without showing my face
Those
since
curtains
I
look
can't
really
press
soft.
that button yet. Oops. But Cypher notices a very gentle hand grasping at her own and looks down to see Viola is holding Cypher's hand. Viola's face is at ease, practiced, smiling, but the hand is clenching tight. And Cypher can tell, possibly for the first time that Cypher has seen her, Viola is scared. And Viola's mind is racing. She's thinking, why is she the new head of household? Why is this Narvis the new head of household? Why does she share my last name? That's not the way that Pharrellan politics works. Dimitri should have taken her last name, especially being the second son. He would take the last name of his wife. Why does Naravis look like me? Why does she have my name? Why does she have my suffix? Is Dimitri okay? He's 20. And he's married already. And I was young when I was married, but I did that so that he wouldn't have to. And now he's young and marrying for power. Can I still help him? No, the last time that I saw him, he crippled me. He was going to scar me, and I was scared, and I cast a stupid spell, and it didn't work, and now I'm walking with a cane for the rest of my life. He was also scared, though. He was a boy who was losing his protector. Of course he was going to try to keep me with him, but he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave our perfect world. He knew it wasn't perfect, but he didn't want to leave yet, and I can't blame him for that. He was young. He was still a teenager, and I was running away from him. I left him alone. And now he's here. Is he going to hurt me again? Can I save him?
I think at the hand grip would just kind of subtly like return a little bit of a tighter squeeze just to see if there's a response.
Her hand. You have a thing where you can sense emotion, right?
Yeah, I can choose to sense emotions on people.
Is it not just a thing that like your mask does that you can sense?
I have to like target a creature, but I can choose to do it.
Unneeded. Sorry, I'm pulling stuff up.
She's blue.
No. Can you see?
Hey.
Yes.
Yes! Okay.
Yay.
My screen has gone back to actually fucked up now, but I had a moment of clarity. She still stressed, but she kind of turns and there's a real smile on her face when she looks to you before she goes back to a more practiced and poised, just holding Cypher's hand like a bit of a lifeline.
Do you want to go talk to him?
Yes, eventually, I think.
Okay. Want to be someone else when you do?
At this moment, she's a human.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I thought you were still around. Okay.
No. Look, a human from Ashahoya.
Right.
I'm trying to quickly set up a few NPCs so you guys can see who's who and where they're sitting.
Ah.
Make this Should have. Take that one. So, what is everybody else doing as soon as these folks come in?
Very delicately eating food, just trying not to stare at anybody.
Are we at the wedding reception, or is this like a pre?
This is a lunch because you
Yeah,
guys
lunch.
are trying to basically pull this fast one on all these people. The plan was essentially like Corin's been doing a bunch of research today, trying to find a way to establish this wedding as accepted legally, so you guys can bypass having to do an actual wedding tomorrow, which may cause issues, obviously, because people are trying to usurp the wedding. And the plan was to do that tonight. So that required things to move around. Yes, we'll use that. Basically, they needed to move so you guys could get with them this evening. And the plan was essentially to meet them for lunch, update them, but they had dinner plans with these folks that they moved to make room for you guys. And it just happened that you all kind of got stuck in here at this point in time. All right, so we got Prince Everhund and Ruvia, not Prince Everhund. Sorry, just
Not Prince?
not. I said Prince Everhund. I conflated names and put them together.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Tree. I am just grabbing a random drow, so don't think anything of it. I just want to be able to show them.
You said the prince has like Leonin features, like lion person.
Yes, he does. And I just grabbed a human. I don't have.
Yeah, I figured.
Here's a sassy enough looking one for Dimitri. This works. Oh no, it's a lady. Never mind. That'll work for an Arvis. Did that. Sassy enough looking for an Arvis. We don't like them, so they always wear like leathers and stuff like that
Sunglasses.
and sunglasses because they're bad people, right?
No,
'Cause they're
I just assume because they
sussy-wussy.
have sunlight sensitivity.
There you go,
Yeah.
true. And then Dimitri. The way we have. Nope, he is not a player character. Stop that. Stop that. It was a mistake. Don't do that.
Quick, before he turns it off.
All right.
Look at
He's
the
on our
blank
team
character
now.
sheet.
Yes! Yes! I also get a DMPC brother.
Everybody gets a DMPC brother.
No.
You get a D.
No. No,
Well-
I don't want that at all.
Aaron has one, and Gabriel has one. So,
Rio kind of
Why
had
not?
one.
yeah, Rio kind of had one.
Rio made one.
Yeah,
So did Gabriel, technically.
Gabriel.
Technically.
So there.
Okay, so Dimitri's gonna look like this sassy lad with the eye patch.
Oh yeah.
We got sunglasses and an eye patch.
World's largest blister on my heel, and it hurts so much.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Ew.
All right,
Gross.
so if we had us a long table, consider it rounded like a person at the end, right? At each end. And we basically had it, we'll say 2 wide. So Prince and his lady would sit up there next to each other.
Which way are the doors?
So they would have been facing out toward the garden, because that's what they would like. So the doors would have been behind them, and they would have not been sitting at this point. So there's a table in the middle. We're going to make it a rectangle so it fits a little bit better like that, where there's room for them to sit at the head of the table and entertain guests, or you can have a couple of dignitaries at the front. But it's a wide like luncheon table that is more for not formalized seating to where everybody has to sit around it, but so there's enough room on this kind of patio for everybody to move around. I guess it would technically be, I said a solarium, I think. Yeah. So there's a lot of room for on like the buffets for people to move around and stuff. And you could have been sitting anywhere, and before you knew that they were even coming in, where would you have been seated to, because the initial conversation was, you guys are going to discuss with these two over lunch what's going on. So where would you have wanted to be seated that would have made sense for you to have a conversation?
Because we're not like, there isn't like a bunch of other dignitaries and stuff with us. It's just us and
No,
them.
they were going to have
then.
2 seats. So whoever it was that you did not know was joining was going to be seated next to them over here.
Okay, then I guess,
Okay.
yeah, we're closer towards them.
Yeah.
So it probably would have been up next to them, like so you could talk to them if it was like a long enough table, but like maybe spaced out a little bit so you're not right on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind
Just
of
in case anybody else is like really important that does like need to sit right next to them.
Sure.
Like
it would have been a very
handmaiden or something
casual like atmosphere, and they would have, this is the type of place where people would get up and move around and talk and look out at the gardens and stuff. It's not a formal sit down lunch, but lunch would be served at plates here, and you'd be able to get stuff from buffets or off the table in the middle and sit down and enjoy lunch and have
It's a
conversations.
garden
over
party.
lunch. It's a garden party, yes.
A garden party.
Corin probably would have sat across from Viola or Gabriel, so probably like that, where Corin would have sat. So he didn't really have anything update. His update would have been still working on it, so would not have said much or had much to say. Aaron, where would you have sat down? Because the 2 seats here would be saved for the other 2 that were coming in. Whoever was joining you guys didn't have any idea who it was beforehand. On top of,
And
You're sitting
literally
on
on
top
top of Cypher. Just squatting on Cypher.
Just
There we go.
sitting in my lap. Just, this is fine. Okay.
All right.
I'm okay with this.
Just, all right,
I've
whatever.
accepted my fate.
This is
Well-
how I die.
These 2 would have been brought in, and the first thing, Viola, that would have been strange to you is they would have requested their drinks and sat down with Dimitri closer to the head of the table.
Why is everything backwards? What happened to this place?
I don't think anybody else has lore or knowledge about Dark Elf society.
Other than Viola being occasionally mildly sexist towards men.
That's just her.
That's just
Kidding.
The occasional misandrist comment and then being like, oh no, wait, it's backwards here.
So there would have been a couple extra seats for people.
Xenon's a solid.
Would
Sorry.
Zot be joining us at a booster seat?
Yeah, I think that'd be funny. Have a little booster seat for Zot.
Zot be sitting there in a booster seat.
Erin will not like here. This is how that happened. Okay, she for some reason is just so stressed out and the anxiety so high. She is like in permanent disassociative mode where she's just going on autopilot. to like regulate emotionally, not emotionally, just like the anxiety, knowing that she could fuck up this very social event. And just goes to sit down in the next chair and then realizes she's feeling not chair underneath her, but very much Cypher's body. And it's just like, oh, and it's like a very kerfuffle kind of like embarrassing, awkward of just like acting like that didn't happen. And just sitting, moving immediately into the seat next to Cypher.
You're really bony.
Corin would have cleared his throat at this point and kind of been like, and like nodded to you on this side as you realize that these are human space seats, and like your the wings are getting in the way, and that's why, you know, Corin had kind of moved to the middle of the other side, and he nods to a seat down closer here. Actually, Corin would pull out this seat and step down too for himself, so you could sit right there.
Just get me the fuck away from these people.
Okay. Very just uncomfortable Aaron right now.
Viola, how so you would note very immediately that the nod from Anaravis to Aaron is spot on to like how you greeted politically and in social settings.
Aaron didn't even clock any interaction.
This is mannerisms from her drow royal persona that you have seen, like you've seen what it looks like, and you did not make the connection because she's like 85% what she showed us before. Corin's like scooting. He's down further, and he's kind of trying to be polite and listening, but his eyes keep darting back to these two very uncomfortably. But that's kind of how everybody's sat around the table.
There's a cat at this table.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a Leonin. He's the prince.
He's the prince. Just don't call him pretty baby. Okay, got it.
Pretty baby.
You just see Cypher the whole time just like staring.
Corin and Aaron got the feathers ruffled slightly because of the old blood they can't get away from. Cats versus birds. So food is available, and you know, servants are, you know, asking if you guys want anything. Cypher,
is he a brownie on a stick?
Greeble, maybe a little uncomfortable as they keep like grabbing stuff off buffets and offering it to you, or asking you if they can, you know, get you anything else, and they're trying to feed you like a nice lunch. And Ruvia's enjoying it. Prince Iron's enjoying it. You're getting the very clear picture watching Dimitri and Anaravis that other royal families treat things a little bit differently. There are, you know, they have the protocols because these people serve dignitaries from all over, that, you know, they want to put food on their plates, and then Dimitri and Anaravis are taking small bites and leaving lots of stuff on the table. Whereas, you know, Prince Iron and Ruvia, this is their fucking house, and this country does not mind. It's a very agrarian country, and so they eat what's placed before them, and it's more culturally acceptable for them to finish a moderately sized plate. Whereas you're watching the Fairland dignitaries, and they're taking smaller bites, leaving larger portions left over, and not eating a fill.
Got it. Okay.
And Viola, are you eating what's placed in front of you and trying to blend in with the Ashahoyan human society? You've got the exposure. One thing that's kind of ingrained in people, and I think during and you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel during a typical op, Viola in canvas mode doing an operation would have had that level of attention to detail, but during panic may default in things that are mundane, like how she takes a bite from her plate, lifts it with a fork, and eats it. Would that sort of muscle memory go to default mode while you're in a bit of a panic here, and not thinking about holding up a facade that fully?
No, because she is most focused on holding up the facade.
Okay.
That is the thing that is most important.
then nobody else clocks it, but you watch her eat, and she eats exactly like you did. If you had taken a bite as a dignitary, it would have been a mirror as she did it.
A mirror.
Like it would have looked like she would have taken the bite, cut the food, taken the exact amount of food on the fork, daintily ate it as if she was in Fairland court. The very way you did it, and practiced doing it for hours to make sure you had perfect.
So, y'all are from Eterna. Where from specifically?
Dimitri, kind of between bites and having conversation with Prince Irunda and the prince. Yes, I apologize. These are guests of ours who have also not been able to attend the wedding and are just enjoying luncheon with us today, and goes through and introduces you all by your cover. So whatever cover you had previously established with him, he's pretty good at it. Remembers everybody's cover and their names and the functions. And there is now the other dignitaries joining you are the merchants you escorted. So they're coming in and intermingling, and now there's a little bit more conversation. And they very much know how to keep up appearances. So they're sitting down next to Greeble, holding conversations with Greeble or Cypher, sitting down next to Aaron and engaging in conversations. And let me double check something real fast here. Okay, and Gabe, sorry. Gabe, you get distracted in a conversation that you get fully focused on with one of the merchants, and they're asking you about things that you realize are kind of in the mode of like the cover, and you think that you just kind of get fully engaged in the moment. Cypher, you pick up on the conversation that it's the person who has sat down next to you has kept the conversation low and high level enough that they're having a very light surface level conversation with you so they can listen intently to the rest of the conversation going on around you. They're asking you mundane enough shit that they don't care. And you fully pick up on the fact that they really just want to listen to what's going on around them, and they're encouraging you to do the same thing.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, the conversation is quite pleasant after that. And Dimitri says, yes, we're from, he's got that Russian accent, doesn't he? I can't do Russian. It's like,
Is it Russian or French?
what was it again?
It's neither. Viola's the accent that Viola does as Viola is vaguely European, so that it cannot be traced back to a specific location, and that is on purpose.
What was
it is so that someone listening to it doesn't know.
The Everhund and the Viola one, or the Farrellin one, did we have an official?
Nope.
Cool. I'm just going to speak normally because I can't brain accents for this today.
The way I have her speak when she's in changeling form is oddly American, very focused, very like someone else trying to do an American accent.
Tom Holland.
Yes, exactly.
I like Tom Holland's American accent. He doesn't do a bad job. It's fine.
So yeah, they're now bosses. So yeah, we're down from dear God,
Turner. Do a New Yorker accent.
Oh yeah, down in China.
Yeah. I'm not doing accents today. So he's my buddy.
this broad here, she and I no.
He's Australian because we're from down under.
From down under.
No.
And
Hey, going.
Nor.
Nar.
Clear.
Clear. He touched Nar. The condensation.
Sarah.
Oh God.
You were doing so well, and then you weren't.
We offer the customary, hey, how you going? When they sit down.
Yes, we are from Eterna. This is Lady Everhund of the House Everhund. Sorry, Sarah, brain fart. Husband was Anaris Everhund.
Asshole.
My husband?
What was his name again?
Avamar.
Avamar Everhund. Yes. and he would have taken her name, and she is of the House Everhund because your family took the name when you married in. Right?
So I have the last name Everhund because I married him and I didn't have a last name.
Yep.
So then my entire family took the name Everhund.
Yes.
Dimitri should have taken Anaravis's last name, so this implies that Anaravis was a part of the Everhund family.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. Make sure your brain was right. Yes, this is the Lady Anaravis Everhund of the House Everhund, newly established matron of the house after the untimely demise of the previous matron.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that, Miss Everhund. Was she a sister of yours?
No, she was my aunt.
Is this bitch lying?
She's telling the truth.
So it's still pretty
So this is-
ancestral, is what's happening.
This is
right
his
now.
niece?
This is, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
She married her uncle.
If possible, I'd like to use ears that hear the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. Dimitri would have been wed in, or would have been into the family and then taken her last name, whatever it was. So this is technically according to her, the niece of the previous matron of the Everhund household. She had no daughters, and Avamar had wed but had no children, and I was the next in the line, the lineage, and I took the step to become the head of the household.
So you were one of the...
You're
If-
sensing motive with Mythic. Go ahead and make the actual check. It's your call, since you're declaring it.
Wait.
So you were one of Avamar, you say, one of Avamar's sis-
What is that? Pick the
one of
worst dice for
Avamar's
this.
cousins.
Yes.
12 plus...
Would that not make you the previous head of household's cousin?
Did I misspeak? The matron of the Everhund household was Avamar's mother, correct?
Oh. It would be, yes. Gotcha.
So she is a cousin to Avamar.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Not his niece. Got it.
So his cousin.
Viola, you did your research. Avamar didn't have no fucking cousins.
Yeah.
There's
She's
still a
awesome.
point that
absolutely,
the cousins got
absolutely
married
telling the
to each
truth.
other.
And you're
Really? With
you're,
a
you're
32?
quite certain of it. No, not only is she telling the truth, but you are quite certain that she is absolutely telling the truth.
Interesting.
Well, I am sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear of your I am sorry to hear of your aunt's untimely demise.
It's quite tragic. Yes, it happened just about 2 months ago now.
Oh,
I was
Wow.
away on mission. I was trying to. There was the interesting thing about, and at this point, Dimitri has now reshifted conversation to the prince and just having a chat about mundane things as you're listening to it. But Viola, listening to it, he is doing the exact same thing the dignitary next to Cypher, who's having a conversation with, is. He's listening intently to the conversation between you two.
mhm.
You're not sure why. Yes, she. I was on mission. If you've never been to Eterna, it is quite a
No.
quite a unique place. It's very spread out across the Maw, and there are lots of underprivileged tribes of people who are either on the borderlands or beyond the border that need assistance. And my family is well off enough that I was away and making do what I could to bring the best of what we had to offer to those in need. And when I was called to duty back home, I unfortunately had to leave my station and
Well, it's wonderful to hear that you're such a philanthropist. I admire that greatly. And what does your husband do?
My husband, Dimitri, he runs most of the day to day. It's been a lot for me to shift into maintaining the household as I've had to. And he has a little bit more experience with the politics of Fairlin and the larger cities. And he's allowing me time to adjust. Becoming the matron of a household is quite a daunting task. And especially when we have so many people working for us and me, I never expected, Fairlin people live thousands of years. I did not expect anytime soon that I would be called upon. So I was not preparing myself. I'm walking into big shoes that I need to fill.
I can only imagine taking up that role. Well, have you all been married long? You seem very happy together.
Oh, we are. Yes. We met. Timing is important for me here, and I'm trying to remember things. Sorry.
Yesterday.
Viola has been established after Dimitri faced her in the academy for. She's been moving around for over a year, 2 years at this point.
5 years.
So we met on, he had actually come to assist with a shipment. Yes, if I remember correctly, he came to help with a shipment. That was right. And he was just such a charmer. And I met with him about 3 years ago now. She like looks back over to him and he kind of glances back and just nods and smiles and turns back to his conversation with the prince. Yes, we met about 3 years ago now, and the courtship was quite brief. And we were wed very soon after. And he had been assisting me for some time after that, but we unfortunately were estranged because of my important mission work. And we get assigned duties by the matron of the household. And as he stepped into our house, and he was required to perform additional duties back home. Ruvia picks up and has an ear, and she starts asking some questions about the charity that she's been working with and like the work that she's been doing. And listening to her answers, they sound truthful. As you're listening, Cypher, you're picking up on this conversation as well, and everything that they say seems very honest and truthful. Viola, you're noticing very slight abnormalities in times and activities that just don't quite make sense and line up, especially with some of the places that you may have kept tabs on back home. Did you keep tabs on all the movements back home in Eterna? I assume so. The things that you're hearing, like there's never been any charities that you're aware of that the Everhand household has donated to and performed and done things. This is a person who has taken whatever personal fortune she had and was going off and doing charitable acts. Why? Fuck, who knows? Like, Fairland Society's not that. You pick yourself up and you get things done. And you've had thousands of years to perfect it. And, only the people that need handouts are, those that can't figure things out. And they end up working as, essentially indentured servants back in major cities for houses. Like, you can't pick yourself up. You can come work as slave labor for somebody. They will let you live and they will feed you, but you will be doing hard labor. That's the way the society works. So wilderness-based people, this seems odd. So she seems very kind of weird, kind of country bumpkin thing to her. And it just doesn't make sense that anybody from the Everhund household would have been providing this level of assistance. And Ruvi is picking that up too. And that's why she's kind of asking you can follow her line of questioning, that she's trying to figure out who would have actually been doing this. And she gets a few of the questions start coming in, and then you see and hear her very deftly begin to maneuver the, for someone who doesn't know big city politics, she starts maneuvering the conversation back to what Ruvia has been doing and how she and the prince met. And then asking her about the plans back home, and she starts asking very pointed questions about activities that are actually happening and important to Rivia, because Rivia gets very interested. And you felt that conversational shift, and it's something you've done frequently, where you move a conversation into a position where you want it to be, so you're not at a position of disadvantage. So Viola and Cypher, you both absolutely pick up on that conversational shift. Listening to it, it's all truthful and honest conversation. There are a few holes that don't make sense, but this woman has very deftly maneuvered the conversation in a way that is now to her advantage. Which Cypher you followed along with well, but the other thing... Viola, when she moves the conversation, your eyes flick to Dimitri. You don't quite catch his reaction to her moving the conversation.
I think that she would totally try to focus on him and rewrite fate.
You catch a hint of a smile as she moves the conversation like he's... You've seen that pride one other time. Because Dimitri was an accomplished wizard, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it when he mastered a strange incantation, was able to trigger a spell that he did not anticipate would work or was beyond his grasp. His sense of pride that he accomplished the unaccomplishable, the impossible for his capability, that he is doing something that's beyond his ability. As these luncheons do, conversations continue to move. Dimitri and Anaravis follow the social flow and end up over at a buffet table talking with one of the merchants that came in and Obadiah, just engaging in casual conversation. Ruvia and Irund kind of stand up and maneuver towards buffets over here as they're talking and meeting with people. And there's a slight nod towards Viola and Corin to, as they were... Viola was kind of, you were the primary speaker, so would have been a nod to Viola to come on and kind of give them an update on the plan and how things are going now that the conversation has shifted, and prying eyes and ears being these two over here would have moved away. So you guys could actually give them a brief update if you have one.
Viola was not the main speaker. That was actually Cypher.
Okay. If it was Cypher that was the main speaker, then Cypher gets the nod.
Main speaker, but not the planner. Most of the plan was kind of everyone but me.
I'd say Cypher and Corin, since Corin had updates too. He'd support you in your conversation.
Shift over there and kind of give them the details.
Viola's going to stay next to Dimitri.
Okay. You're going to continue listening in their conversation and try to just join in? Okay.
Not join in.
But be near this
I'm also
conversation?
getting sandwiches.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I'm also, getting a refill, something.
One of the servants, one that you, didn't you go to the kitchens, or was that just Greeble or Gabe?
I went to the kitchens.
One of the kitchen servants sees you kind of like trying to hang out over there and like listen in, and accidentally bumps you and is like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You just stay right here. Don't move. Stay here. I'll be right back. And runs off to get something.
Gives her a conspiratorial wink.
Aaron and Greeble, as you two are hanging out, doing your little wiggle dance, I guess, for Gabriel. Are you two kind of just hanging out and listening, getting into conversations? You see the social flow kind of change a little bit as people move around, and probably you two feel the most awkward here. You're not armed. You don't know how to get into a battle of wits and words as well as everybody else. It's a little strange.
She's so anxious. She's just so out of her element and without all her comfort stuff,
These are
aka sharp things.
these are highly trained servants of a household, and they maneuver the two of you over to a foreign desserts table and start offering you delicacies to try. And they have someone having conversation with you about stuff and like explaining things to you, just like showing you the different things that you can try. And you're hanging out on this side. And question for Cypher.
Yep.
When you described him, and did you show his picture to everybody when you were at the library?
Everyone who was there, so everyone except for
Aaron.
Rio. Oh, and
Rio and Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron was
Rio
gone.
was
That's right.
there.
Gabe?
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. He was elsewhere.
Yeah, he was
at the
underground.
forges.
Yeah.
Gabe?
I thought Aaron was.
No, Rio was there. Rio was there because he was in the lobby having cookies that time.
That's right.
But Gabe was there.
Oh,
Gabe was hanging
okay.
out. Gabe, you spot from the courtyard over here where you're having food and snacks. The Mad Mage Auric is down in the courtyard watching this area rather intently.
I'm gonna try and make eye contact with Cypher.
So Cypher, you're having a conversation with the Prince and Ruvia.
Sort of casual.
And just
What's the range
Trying
of
to,
the
like,
telepathic thing? How far away is he?
Yeah, he's probably within 60 feet. That's telepathic link is usually about 100 feet.
Ring is 30. So I would kind of just scoot over and just sort of casually just kind of meander until I'm around there.
Do you want to give your update to the Prince first before? Because this would have been simultaneously, they would have been going over having some snacks for a couple minutes while you're giving your update to the Prince, and then Grebo would have been like,
Yeah, basically just kind of give them the updates.
Okay.
Of if I recall correctly, because it's been a month, the plan was that we were going to scoot them out of the kitchens.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because we had, what's her name? Ruvia had the whole like Dwemer cat thing that was also snuck in through the kitchens, and then Gabe was
Yes.
able to find out shift change at I think 5 and then like 2 a.m. or something.
Something like that.
Yep. There's a shift change at 5:30,
5:30
and
and
then
2
the
or
shift
3.
starts at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So the plan was to, and Corin has found some documentation. He's trying to make sure that it's fully legal. But we basically need a third of the symposium
third
to
of the
witness
symposium,
it.
which we do have.
We do have,
correct?
between people
Okay.
we know are not sympathetic to the Noxiate Assembly and our people that we've
Right.
saved.
Right. Okay. That's why I was making sure. I was pretty sure with the total count we had at least a third. Okay. Cool.
We
So yeah,
just
give him
need
that
to
whole
get them
update.
to be in the same place at the same time for the
Basically,
wedding.
yeah. Collect those people
We
together.
have someone who
do the
can
thing.
officiate.
That's the other thing that he's trying to find, is he's trying to make sure
Okay.
Corin still needs to cross some T's and dot some I's on research, because he failed miserably earlier in the day.
I think with Ruvia there, I would also want to ask her, hey, your handmaiden is like a holy woman, right? She's
Yeah.
important and spiritual and stuff. I mean, wouldn't it make sense
Valgray
that she
is.
could officiate the wedding? And
He is
Wouldn't
not
that
an
be kinda nice?
official. She's not an official of the Dress Protectorate. She
but
is
you're
in my,
about to be.
She is in my homeland, yes, but officially, if we need to make this work properly, then she needs to be an official of the Dress Protectorate. She will
Just kind of-
participate from the spiritualism of my side, however.
I think just kind of like lean past her. Can you make her an official? To the prince.
I technically don't have much power until the crown officially passes to me. I'm limited in my princely capacities, and state appointments are not one of those things.
Okay. I don't know how any of this works. I was just checking.
It makes perfect sense. Otherwise, the prince could appoint whoever he wants, wed whoever he wants, and change laws before he's actually the king.
I kind of thought that's already how it worked.
No. There's a lot
Okay.
of checks and balances within this society. I think that our friend Cantivore would have a field day with the laws here.
I miss them. Let's see Greeble over in the corner. Just excuse me, just a minute. Someone needs my attention. Just gonna.
You gotta shimmy down this way, grabbing a drink, and get within
Just sort of
telepathic
meander.
range.
What's up?
And the second you're in telepathic range, you just hear, "Ah, it's that creepy weird guy with the bag of dicks that made you," and he's looking at them, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, I'll handle it. Where?
He's down in the courtyard, but he's looking at Viola, talking to them, and I think something bad's gonna happen.
I think they just stare at him for a minute.
He's down there, looking up here. So you would need to come to this side of the balcony to the solarium to see it, to see out. He's probably, off in this direction. So if we were to say,
Just kind of lean on the railing.
on arrow, he's like out here, and he's very intently not looking at you. He's looking past in this direction. So at this kind of whole area.
Are there stairs that lead down there?
There are stairs that lead down there. Give me 1 second here. See how good your perception is.
Meh.
He's looking over there, but you can't tell what he's looking at specifically.
Okay. Just look down at Gabe. Thanks. I'll be right back.
Does not notice you at all. Like, maintains eye contact up there.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk down.
Are you sure it's a good idea?
No.
Does Viola notice that Cypher's
Oh,
about
yeah.
to leave?
Yep, everybody notices Cypher walking off. Is that yours? Oh, I'll take it. Ooh, they made shepherd's pie.
Ooh.
A plate of shepherd's pie. Mm.
Ooh.
And garlic bread, because we bought garlic bread in a bag, like the bagged loaf.
Yeah.
And
I love those.
Like
They're
we were
so
getting ready
good.
to make it, and we were like, "Ooh, let's have it for this in a couple days." And so we cooked it in the bag, brought it out. The top of it had molded while it was sitting on our counter waiting to be used.
Oh,
Like 2 days later,
Oh,
Ew.
so we had to wait.
Hershey.
sucks.
And so now we have new garlic bread. It was like, we are having garlic bread.
Cypher, is everything okay? Viola
You run
left
over.
her post. Yeah, her shirt's still covered in whatever.
Just kind of subtly nod. He's here. If I don't talk to him now, it's going to come up later.
Not by yourself.
You
For
spot him
this-
down there, and Viola, you can see what he's looking at because his eyes did not follow you. He is staring at Dimitri and Anarvis.
For this one time, I need to do this. Stay close if you want, but
If I see something bad happen, I'm going to jump out the window to get to you.
closer than a window.
How far
Like
down
a
are
sh-
they?
Like a short sprint, maybe.
The solarium's like on the next floor, so it's like a good 20-foot drop in a royal estate.
And there are stairs
can-
down, right?
There are stairs down, yep, to
Okay.
the gardens.
Okay.
I'll stick
Viola-
close, but like stealthily keeping my distance.
Viola will look to Aaron. If the Dark Elves leave, follow them. Don't get noticed. Thank you. And she'll leave with Cypher.
The first time
And
y'all have
then-
ever seen, she's like nonverbal. Not because she's hiding anything, but because she feels so uncomfortable.
That's one of the reasons why Viola gave this mission, is because like this is 100% more in Aaron's
is-
field.
Your fucking bag, baby.
Yeah.
That's why she goes from like no thoughts to like,
Yeah.
yeah.
As you two head down to the garden,
Mhm.
he doesn't move, doesn't change what he's up to, just kind of keeps watching the balcony.
I think once we get like about 20 feet away, I would just kind of like still holding Viola's hand, just let go and start to move a little closer slowly.
Viola will slip into the shadows where Cypher let go of her.
And then just quietly walk up next to him.
Did not anticipate this. trying to very rapidly cram some information.
If you have questions, I can answer.
Just going to Notion really quick. I fully expected this to be a, hey, I see that person. I am not going down there. But instead it was, hey, I see that person. Let's fucking find out. Do.
Yeah, players do that
They
all
do.
the time, man.
They do.
I don't know what you expected.
I know. I was fully prepped for the Viola fuck around and find out moments here, but what was your designation again in these notes?
Double checking.
It was LS9, right?
I think it was 9, yeah. Fuck, where did I put it?
'Cause it was the Living Symmetry series, right?
Yeah. I think it was in chapter 0. Yeah, LS 9.1.
Okay. Send it. Go ahead.
Oh, you said send it.
Yep. I'm ready as I'm going to be.
I think they just slide up next to him. I don't know if I owe you an apology or not.
Doesn't look down at you at all. I'm sorry if I can help you another time. I'm quite busy. You see, he's
You're
taking
going to want to
notes.
make time for this.
I apologize. I'm quite busy. I don't have time for...
Hi.
you. This is a unneeded distraction at this juncture. I did not intend to tie up this end right now, but surprised you're still here.
I've been around.
I see. What are you doing here specifically? Do you feel a connection? Are you tethered somehow?
I have wondered that every night before bed. I don't know.
Makes sense. Why would you feel a connection to her? Oh, no. Oh, I see. You feel a connection to... You wonder if there's a connection to me. No, there shouldn't be. You're a experiment, a error. You weren't supposed to leave like you did. It brings you back. You don't fear
Not
that
here
I'll
for you.
destroy you?
I don't know what you'll do, honestly. It's kind of why I came to say hi. I've spent
Really never
months running, thinking that you were chasing me, thinking that I don't know, you would choke the life out of me like you did that messenger boy that one time.
You
And here
caused
you
considerable damage. Damage that I had to take on additional projects to cover, but it's no matter. I have things that are in the works now that will more than enough cover the cost of what you caused, but at the same time, I'm honestly a little proud.
Of what?
The fact that you're still alive. That means things are working, but not as intended.
I guess thanks for not being that good at what you do.
Well, it's good that you came home. Now you can, came to me now that you can, return to your duties as you were originally designed for. You can come with me.
No.
He pulls out the notebook that he was working in, flips to a new page, writes him up. Interesting. Do you feel the rebellious streak?
This isn't rebellion. You don't own me.
I certainly do. I own the components and the pieces that made you. You're not a real person. You don't have a belly button. You weren't born. You were created. I own you much like one does own a water wheel and a mill to make to turn grain into flour. Of course I do. Again, you caused considerable enough damage that I had to take on other projects that have been quite fascinating for a time, so...
Wow, you're disappointing. All these nights I spent worrying you were this terrifying thing. Wow. And just kind of start turning to walk away. Enjoy the party.
He takes a note.
Telepathically to Viola. That did not go the way I thought it would.
He looks after you for a moment, takes another note. And he clearly has bigger things on his mind as he turns his attention back up to Dimitri and to Naravis. And a few more people from the party have come down to walk the garden. As typical of luncheons at the solarium, you get to enjoy the garden afterwards and walk around with a fancy drink. And you see that they're on the path as you're walking back. You telepathically link to Viola and Dimitri and Naravis are in the garden now, walking towards where you're coming from. And, Aaron probably a good 15, 20 paces behind, stalking after them. And they nod to you as you walk past and continue walking towards Auric. And Auric falls into step behind them or beside them, and they start walking and having a discussion, and he glances over. And Viola, where are you right now?
I am next to Cypher.
Naravis's head stays looking straight forward. Auric glances over his shoulder and looks at Cypher, and Dimitri glances back over, looks at Cypher, and then looks over at you as you're standing there in your human form, and they kind of look at the two of you for a moment and then return to their conversation. And Naravis just kept walking forward, not saying anything,
I'll just
not turning or anything.
take her hand and start walking back up the stairs towards the upper levels. She's like me.
She's like you if you were implanted with someone else's memories.
I think I was supposed to be.
Is that how you know some things and not others?
I think so. I think bits and pieces of him filtered in instead of someone else, or I don't know.
Well,
I seem to think that I was still going to come with him like that that I came home.
Pathetic.
I thought so too.
And it's also amazing to me. He seemed like, when you had described him, he seemed to be very intelligent. But to describe you as not a real person, he's clearly...
I mean, he clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Which is
I know, it's kind of funny.
kind of comforting in a way. Which also tells us a lot about her, I think.
Yes, it does. She is...
I think there's going to be gaps with her. Places where there should be a person that are just empty. And I think he's here with Dimitri for a reason.
I agree.
Talked about projects, other things that he was doing. I broke a lot of shit on the way out of his tower, wherever that is.
Good. He deserves it. What can I say? I'm not a fan of that type of man.
We should probably tell the Crown Prince that whatever this is happening. Things how we're going, cards on the table with him.
Yes, try to, I would suggest I will begin talking to him about nothing. You psychically tell him.
Okay.
And we do that.
We scoot back over.
So by the time the three of you come back up, most of the other guests that are, your guys' plants, these people who are part of the symposium that are, operating under different aliases, have gotten their fill, have moved around, have coordinated with Corin and Gabe as best they can, as Gabe and Corin are trying to not fall apart at the seams here. The literal man-child stuck in a body of a mushroom, and the definitely not social person that's just like, I really want to get back to a fucking book, please, right now. Are trying to be like, yes, we've got this under control. Oh, please talk to them about this. We have I will happily continue researching. But the three of you kind of come back up, and sorry, Aaron.
This is a marvelous dinner you're having.
Aaron, did you continue to follow the other two? The other three?
I mean, that's what Viola said to do.
You are
Listen to
trying
what they're saying. Tell us
So
what they're
if
saying.
they leave, I'm gonna follow and figure out why they're leaving. I'm gonna eavesdrop.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me. I'll let you. Actually, no, it's a secret check. Sorry, secret check for you. So you managed to follow along behind them, and they don't notice you. You blend in kind of with the. It's a garden. It's a low walled garden though, so you stay out of eye line as best you can. Jump between hedges to get to a position where you can hear them as they walk past. Try to listen in, but they're speaking in enough hushed voices that it's very difficult to hear. You have a hard time listening through the din of the rest of the conversation, people moving around, and just the crushing of gravel beneath their feet, that it's hard to listen in on what exactly is being said.
I wonder if there's anything that I could do to...
It's been a month, so I'm going to remind you that rewrite fate is you hear me say something and you don't like it, so you ask me if you can rewrite fate and say, I didn't like that, I want to rewrite fate.
I want to do that, but it's been so long, I forget what I'm capable of, and I don't know if I have a thing I can utilize.
So
Yeah, rewrite fate.
Rewrite fate is the thing you can utilize. You don't have a feat for
I know
eavesdropping. I'm looking at your feats right now. You don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, rewrite fate. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Rewrite fate.
That'll be your reaction for you didn't like what I said, and you're gonna try it again at mythic difficulty. So you get close enough to hear it. I'm gonna ask the other three to take off their headphones.
Oh,
But my notes.
So specifically, the individuals named blank say blank about blank.
I'm gonna tell you the conversation that you overhear.
Okay.
Dimitri, I think she did quite well. Auric. Well, she held up well under the circumstances, given the pressure, the social pressure. Seems she managed to maintain credibility and navigate well. Yes, and she was still very deferential to me, which is of prime importance. I'm aware, sir, this is exactly what you paid for. But continue the test this weekend. This small luncheon was exactly what we needed to ensure that she was ready for the wedding reception itself. Very good. I'm assuming you'll still be attending the wedding? I don't believe so now. This emergence of a previous subject, it concerns me. So I'll be departing this evening. If you need me, contact me, but I think that she's sufficiently prepared for the wedding. I have some loose ends I need to investigate. As long as this goes well, I assume that you will be in place and payment will be received in full soon. Absolutely, Master Auric, and thank you again. And the circle thanks you. Get everybody put their headphones back on. Good luck, Maddie. So we'll cut back over to the
I'm gonna
prince.
take my headphones off so I can focus on writing this down.
Go ahead.
what do we miss?
Maddie's going to focus
Who's
on
dead?
taking notes because there was a lot of things said. So,
Okay.
while Maddie's taking notes, we'll cut back up to the prince and blah, 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 beautiful party, blah, 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 and psychic conversation.
Just telepathically over the psychic part. I'm really sorry to have to keep doing this to you. I know it's annoying and it's hard to keep track of multiple conversations at once, but and then
He just kind of goes like, he just kind of goes like dead-eyed, like the 1,000-yard stare for a moment, like listening. And he thinks for a moment.
So I have to take my headphones off.
And then he says, I don't think we'll telepathically. He says, I think we can have this discussion publicly. That I trust everyone that is currently here.
I don't. And I wouldn't.
Looks around and it's, the couple people are like, there's a couple of servants talking with some of the dignitaries that are your people. It's just your people up here.
Yeah, but who are they talking to?
Okay. Then he'll say telepathically, I trust your judgment. They were invited because they're exploring trade routes here. Because the auspices that I was given when I sent an invitation to the there's a Fairland king, isn't there? Yes, there's a king. Yeah. I sent it to the Fairland king, and they had expressed to him that they had an interest in establishing trade routes to, to the Seorian side of Tavor, and said that, that the king requested that they come in his stead. This is an invitation we extend out of kindness to try to be better neighbors and be better global citizens. It's the first time that our kingdom has had a response. We thought it odd, and we didn't think that it would be slight against them to do the luncheon and establish diplomatic relations. And we're trying to maintain the peace at this point because diplomatic relations want to be established, and I don't really see any issue with talking to them.
I think they're using you, and I think they're lying to you.
What would they be using me for? I mean,
yeah. What's up?
Recall that 2 days ago, or maybe, no, a week ago, when Viola shared her backstory, we came across a group of Fralin merchants dead with
That is true.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
So
So we came across some merchants from Eterna that were murdered on the way to the city.
Oh.
Yeah. Didn't think a lot about it at the time because I was kind of I was out of my depth, but they had a mark on them from a very nefarious group. And now yeah, why not? So, I'm not a whole real person, technically. One of your guests made me, and I don't mean like my dad. And I think he made that woman.
Do you think that they are a threat to the throne or the kingdom at this point?
Undoubtedly.
Do you
I'm
think
sorry,
we can
it's
resolve
not
it this evening before we resolve the more immediate problem of I need to maintain and centralize power within my kingdom?
I don't know. I assume you have a lot of really powerful mages and soldiers and stuff like that.
Do?
Then I would get every single one of them and send them to at least Ulrich's room. Ulrich Feora Aldrishan.
He doesn't maintain a room at the residence.
Okay, well then wherever he is. And then probably the Dimitri and the
He
I don't
was
even know
part
if
of
that's her real name.
He was invited as an escort, part of the attaché for Dimitri Everhund and Lady Anarvis Everhund.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an official address on or anything that we sent it to. He was just brought along as part of their attachment.
Got it.
And requested to be sat near them. Said he was a personal attendant of the two. Which is why he wasn't invited to this luncheon, but he's invited to the wedding reception.
He's here. Do you know that?
I figured he was somewhere here. He's been invited to the home so he could. What, Maddie? He's been invited to the home so he could, explore the grounds. He's assumedly
revoke that. Definitely revoke that as soon as possible.
Okay, as soon as we're done here.
I cannot stress enough how dangerous he is.
I see.
I don't think he's necessarily as smart as I thought he was. But
consider it done.
Treat him like an enemy, and you will probably be ever so slightly safer than if you were unaware.
Very well.
Sorry.
No, we have enemies cropping up on all sides. I expect a few of them to be external to my kingdom.
Yeah.
What does Aaron get to-
Conversation
Where did
finishes.
Yeah, where did Aaron go?
Aaron listened in and
Bye.
talked for a bit, and then probably at the very tail end of that, Aaron's coming back up the stairs.
Got him.
So, Viola, you had something you want to add?
Yes, just at the very end, very casually, she will say, "So you're aware of the Dimitri situation?"
I am aware that he may be in league with somebody else who's of concern.
Yes, please do not hurt him. He's younger than he looks.
Yeah. Sorry if I didn't convey that. He's probably being used.
I
He's
see.
20.
I have no
Which is
intentions
young
of hurting
for
anybody.
Alan.
I have
Thank you.
an intention to follow through with our plans so that we may safely
Yes, I was unaware.
transition power.
I don't know what's going on in that little noggin between you. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on between you guys. So I just wanted to cover my bases.
Understood. Yes. Ruvi and I thank you deeply for all the attention to detail. And at this point, Aaron has now speed walked across the solarium. And is with the rest of the
Yes,
group.
Aaron.
Spreading the wings?
Did you speed walk up to Viola or speed walk over to Cypher?
both.
Yeah, you're kind of in the
Yeah,
circle.
we're right
both-
next
yeah.
to each other.
This is the circle of conversation here.
Quick scan. Who is all a part of this conversation circle?
The people you see standing here. The servants are kind of out of earshot if you whisper or talk in a hushed tone. So close enough to have a conversation and kind of keep it hush-hush without letting out too much information.
Erin's really struggling right now because she does not want to talk within this circle in this space. It feels
In
not
Strix,
safe.
say it. In Strix, say it.
Other people may know Strix. I'm just saying. Okay.
Doubt it, I do.
Okay. And then she's gonna pull out this little, like, tiny little bitty black notebook that she writes in.
It's going to...
Do-
Corin's going to help out really quick. Instrix, whisper it. I'm going to cast enhanced senses on Viola, so you can stand next to them as Aaron whispers it under her breath. You can hear it.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
Let's see. Targets gains low light vision. All the targets in precise senses have their distances doubled. So
So like hearing.
hearing as your distance doubled. So yeah, you can. Or you have,
Okay.
if you have low light vision,
Nice.
you have you gain low light vision. If you already have low light vision, you gain dark vision, and all of your
Dope.
imprecise senses are doubled. So you can smell the desserts across the way now, and have imprecise sense of exactly where they're at.
Aaron is like in the middle of trying to say something and then just like looks at the dessert table out of the corner of her
Oh,
eye.
sorry. This is one person, so I targeted Viola with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can
Oh,
whisper, but
just
she
like-
can hear you, no
There you
matter
go.
how quiet
Got
you
it.
are.
Got it to you guys.
Okay. So I'm just not gonna like act out the whispering because
Yep.
for Viola
Yeah.
it's just gonna sound normal.
Stage whisper.
And so with her little notebook, she's like, okay. Ulrich and Dimitri. We know they came as a party, right?
Yes.
Without thing her. Ulrich said something about how she's ready now, considering how the luncheon went. As in, like, the same way someone would talk about a product performing up to expectation that has been sold as a product or service. But he then spoke about a person. So that's concerning. The she that was you, but not. So something about she's performing well, or she's ready now for the wedding, like in terms of performance. Now that the lunch is gone according to plan, I suppose. And then Dimitri asked whether or not he's going to Ulrich's going to continue going to the wedding, and Ulrich said, no, he's not attending the wedding. And something about, like, paid for the services. Ulrich now needs to, like, now that we know the services are all good to go, aka her, Ulrich needs to now go tie up some loose ends here. And that's why he's not going to be at the wedding. And then Dimitri said something like, Master Ulrich, the circle thanks you.
Bad.
There's a lot of just like back and forth when they were talking, like a lot of words that, like, it's not that they didn't make sense. It's just, I think they use a lot of fucking words to convey one thing. Just say the thing. I don't know. Like, people like that they're so hard to understand.
Sorry, my camera's gonna
Like-
be fucky. I'm trying to fix it.
Viola will look at Cypher and do the, hey, read my thoughts real quick. And then we'll basically give all of that information to Cypher and say, all right, and you can give this to Greeble telepathically as well.
Gribble's just like,
And so, you're in danger. You are
To
the
who?
loose end he wants to Cypher.
Oh,
Well, we don't know that. Maybe Cypher isn't as important to him as maybe something else that needs to get tied up here.
He said
it could be Cypher. It could
said
be
it was-
something else.
He said to her face, I guess I can tie up this loose end.
Well, I mean that does.
And he
kind of
considers me a
draw
failure and that he owns me.
One
which
thing
is-
to another. Well, and then Cypher's gonna, I mean not Cypher, Aaron's gonna turn to Cypher and comment and be like, well, I mean, you know how that's gonna go if I'm here. Like,
I'm not
whatever
worried
is
about it.
going on, yeah. It's just annoying.
I'm just disappointed.
Welcome to the club. I mean, I'm not trying to diminish what you're experiencing right now.
No, you're fine. It didn't seem like it. I don't think I like weddings. Or princes. I haven't decided which one.
First time for all those things for me.
This is telepathically. This is the prince is just like,
Yeah. Just
Well, perhaps we just need to get you to a good wedding. You know, these are all full of pompous riotry and idolatry. Let's get you to a good one in the countryside between two people who love each other and their families becoming one. It's really quite nice if the people like each other.
all right, that sounds better. I'm not convinced yet, but I'll put a pin in it. I think is the phrase, right? Put a
It
pin in
is.
it? Yeah, okay.
Cypher,
It's like
have you
how you see
tried
me
all
putting
of the
pins on
desserts?
I've been eating these stupid little stick brownies all day and I'm so full.
No, but
I
have
keep
you
eating
tried
more.
have you tried all the types of desserts? Because I know you haven't gotten to try a lot of desserts in your lifetime. And right now is a really good opportunity to try a lot of different desserts.
That is true. I will miss you, little brownie.
Aaron is just slowly going to the dessert.
leaves half-eaten brownie on the table and just starts walking off towards the dessert table.
So Ruvia and the prince agree to basically reconvene with you guys. They will be taking an evening stroll in the garden near the kitchens around 5:30.
To elope.
Okay.
And with that,
I have
let's take a 5-minute break because we're pretty far in.
perfect. I have an Uber driver outside the door right now
Okay.
bringing us ice
Hell yeah.
cream.
Took them
All right.
fucking long
Hell yeah.
enough. Damn. dude.
Seriously. All right, we'll be right back, folks.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. So we wrapped up with some spooky whispered conversations and then a whole bunch of psychic stuff as we were figuring out that Dimitri is obviously just here to enjoy a lovely wedding and maybe reconnect with his estranged sister. You know,
Yeah.
definitely not
Who
up
he
to
totally
anything
knows is
weird.
here.
Totally knows she's here. With just this lady who, like, he missed his sister so much that he got one lady that kind of then married a lady that kind of looks like her.
Ugh.
Dude, it's so much weirder now that he like specifically requested that she look like old you.
Yeah.
Definitely weird,
Yeah.
but that being said, the prince and Ruvia head off after getting the rest of the plan, and they're prepared to meet up around the designated time near the designated area to sneak off and have a secret wedding. But there's still a little bit of time to sneak around the castle grounds, the estate grounds, and figure some things out. I know Corin still needs to go do a little bit more research on, thrust protectorate laws and understand what they're getting into for a wedding and making sure that we can do this legally, so nobody can say that the prince tried to usurp the throne. Because that would still technically be trying to usurp the throne if he went outside the standard way to get married. Yeah. It's a weird place.
Yep.
My weird place, I'm going to put weird rules around it.
Yep.
And your character's going to figure out how to get outside of it.
You can do good. But you guys have a little bit of time to kill. This was a luncheon, so it was probably about 11:30. Wasn't super late, and you guys are planning to sneak out around 5:30 to 6.
Okay.
So I'm going to say
what
you
do we
guys
do
have
now?
about 4-ish hours before you need to be in place to do dinner and then the extraction.
So we have about 4-ish hours before we need to be in place before the extraction. What should we do with the rest of the afternoon? 'Cause
Your sense of timing is uncanny. How did you do that?
it's just one of my gifts.
I don't know what this one is, but I'm clicking it.
Bobby.
There, that works.
Dang it, Bobby.
That works for me. That's awesome.
I have
Love you,
to,
bud.
there's a long overdue family reunion.
I was going to say, I didn't want to push it, but it feels like now or never.
Hmm.
You need backup?
Well, the last time we spoke, he attempted to scar me permanently.
So that's a yes.
Yes. However,
Okay.
if you all could be perhaps 30-ish feet away, you guys can listen into what we say. Obviously, I don't care about that. But
I was
I
gonna
don't
do
want
it
him
regardless.
thinking. I figured.
Even if you said no.
I
I
figured.
figure out how you just disappeared into that bush like that. That was so... Ugh.
It's like the only thing I'm good at, besides her.
Killing people.
I wasn't gonna say that.
That's okay. I did.
It's okay to be good at killing people.
We'll go with that for now. It's so much more nuanced than that. Okay, but
You're
we'll
good
go
at
with
hurting
killing.
people.
Not still
Up,
the same
up to and
level as
including
killing.
to the point of murder.
Yeah, like you're good at causing pain, you're good at mutilating, and then finally you're good at killing.
Yeah, hurting them until they die.
It's a tier system.
But we're all talking about specific actions. I think there's a more higher level system or framework that is happening that leads to actions such as hurting, damaging, or killing.
How about we just blanket term
That
you're
was-
good at violence?
That was a lot of words.
You are very good at violence.
You are. Sorry, you
Yeah.
are. Yes.
Was the
Yeah.
was the face from Ben of just fucking goddamn it,
No, it was fucking me having to.
mythic
Was-
point it?
I was doing Corin's check, and it's been 2 sessions of him trying to get to the bottom of things. So I mythic pointed it.
Did you get it?
Oh hell yeah!
And it rolled a fucking natural 20 finally.
That's what's up.
Oh my god.
Getting to the bottom of things.
And Corin's like, I'm on a really good lead here. You do what you need to do. I'm going to be in this book. And he's like reading something, and he's like got cross-referencing out, and he's got all of his lines attaching now. He's figuring it out. So he's busy for the next couple hours. Corin, out.
Okay. Then would the rest of you provide me backup as I go face my baby brother?
You got it, boss.
This one, I promise, will be the very last decision to be made if I must decide to murder. That will be the very last one. It won't get there. It won't get there. It won't be like that one time.
If he lays a hand on you, I'm gonna send a lightning bolt up his ass.
Why would it go up there?
You know, why does he get to
Well,
just...
I mean, when you're grounded, path of least resistance, I think it'll hit the ground and then go surging up the butthole.
He
I don't
gets
get
to
it.
say it's because he's in a tiny mushroom body, and it's cute when he says it, even though he's almost my age.
So when he's
So if I was cute,
not a little mushroom,
my whole thing would be super different.
Oh,
yeah.
If
yeah.
murderous and violent.
You can get away with so much when you're cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can
Noted.
get away with murder if you're cute. You are very frightening, which is attractive in a different way.
I want to be more appealing.
You have like a whole step on me, mommy vibe.
That
sounds
is
horrible.
not at all what I
bonk him on
wanted
the
to
head.
hear. That is, you know, the thing. That's the downside of being cute. You don't get to say things like that. Those words don't get to
I
come
say
out of that
not
little
in
guy's
front of
mouth.
Cypher.
I mean, she's got these like tall boots and black
Why would
leather.
Mom step on you. I don't. That
It's a
sounds
kink
like
cipher. Some people really like to be dominated to a violent level.
like in a rope.
Sexually.
Oh, I remember you guys telling me. I still
turns
don't
them
get
on.
that. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
All right, let's go
No,
talk
no,
to
you
Dimitri.
probably
That's
won't
going to be less
understand
weird.
for a while.
I'm not talking to Dimitri. What am I talking about?
Viola is flushed purple.
Even though she's a human.
Even though she's
She gets
human.
it.
Viola,
gets
you're turning
Cypher.
violet, Viola.
One day, Cypher, when we talk about these things, you'll understand like her. That's the reaction that happens.
Weird. People are weird.
You say that
Um,
like you aren't people who are weird.
Different weird.
Boom, roasted.
We're all
Also, I'm not a people. I'm a
Yes, you are.
thing.
you
I'm
are
a
people.
something.
You are a
No,
You're
no,
people.
I refuse
fine.
to objectify. Well, then what am I? Definitely
person?
not people.
You're a bird person.
Yeah, but not just people.
Bird elf person. Bird elf.
But is it necessary to say? You
Nope.
can just say person.
Oh, aired.
Alert.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Plus, if you're not a person, I'm not a person. I'm also an object, a tool. That's what I was raised to be.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
Erin's starting to feel some of the luncheon spirits, and she's going to wrap one arm, like shoulder to shoulder, but like wrap an arm to where like her shoulder is next to Viola's, and then the other shoulder of Viola, her hand is on, and she brings you in and just kind of like grabs and goes, I swear to God, if you ever say something like that about yourself again, you will not want to know what happens next. And then just
She's
goes,
gonna step on you.
and then let's go.
I don't want that.
You're all very distracting while I'm trying
She
to understand
sounds
this legal code.
conflicted.
If you could please take your conversation elsewhere.
Sorry.
I feel like Viola doesn't quite know herself
Orange
what she
just
means
got-
when she says that.
Not that. Oh no.
Hold on, wait. I have something for this.
Please. Thank you.
Uh,
You move out into
No.
like the other
Wait,
room and he just
No.
closes the door behind you guys off to the study.
No, wait, don't.
wait, don't.
This better not awaken anything.
Viola.
So, she goes to the room
Okay.
that she knows that Mitya and Anaravis will be in.
It's one of the
And
larger like dignitaries rooms, so I mean it's gonna be, you know, layouts of royal suites like this. It's likely a multi-room setup so the servants that are traveling with them can assist them.
We are stacked up like SEAL
Are you
Team
still
6
human?
outside the door.
Out of the view.
Yeah, just
Like,
You don't see Aaron, but Aaron is practically breathing down your neck. You can't fucking see her, but you just know she is very nearby.
Skyrim crouching.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Must have been the wind.
must have been the wind.
Literally hanging on
Could
the,
have
on the
sworn I
rafters
heard
above
something.
Just
you.
Like Sam Fisher just
All right, you knocking on this door?
I use my magical artifact to change my outfit into her university outfit. So the last thing that he saw her in,
oh god.
the dress and the shirt, and then drops her facade
Okay.
and is now full changeling and knocks on the door.
All right. You knock on the door and a servant answers it. Hello?
I'm here for Dimitri Everhund.
I'll see if the master's available, please. You don't mind? She just shuts the door back in your face.
Tell him, puts a hand in. Tell him that she'd really appreciate to see you, Mitya.
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
Quietly snickering.
the master.
Walks off for a moment and there is a small scuffling noise of sound of things moving around like, excuse me, what? Some things clattering for a moment, and he opens the door.
Hey, Dima. Married life treating you well?
What are you doing here?
I thought it'd be nice to pay my baby brother a visit. Master Dimitri, it is rather rude to keep a guest of yours waiting outside.
Come in before you cause a scene. And opens the door and like hurries you inside. You entered like the waiting area, and then there's a larger seating area behind, and Naravis is sitting there with her hands in her lap and is just looking forward like here's you
Your
come
wife
in.
looks very similar to me.
Here's you come in and
That's
goes,
really
"Oh,
fucked up.
hello. Nice of you to come see us. Are you joining us for tea?" And like begins to talk to the servants and hurriedly set up some reception for you. It was unintentional. It was Avamar's, or it was Avamar's idea. It was what we had available. What?
had available.
There are things going on that you don't understand. What are you doing?
It's a much less interesting answer than whatever you're doing, Mitya.
No, you don't.
Are you
don't
fucking
understand.
her?
No, it's disgusting.
That she looks
No,
like me?
No, she's a tool.
That'd
That's
be really-
disgusting. Nope. Listen,
You're married to a tool? Now you sound like Avamar.
at least we utilize the gifts that are given to us rather than squander them and fail the rest of the family, like the rest of you bitches have been doing for centuries. Changes are being made to make sure that things get done properly by people with the capacity to execute and not run off to the other side of the world and hide away and then, be blindly defended by people back home. I've made sure to make certain adjustments to home to fix things with your husband. We have no intention of letting people like you tell us how to run things that should be run properly by people like us who can handle these things and have the capacity for it. You've been failing at the steering wheel for some time now. Someone else needs to take over.
I can't tell if you're being sexist, which is very bold coming from you, or if you're being anti-changeling or anti-drought. It's really interesting. You've done quite the 180, Mitya.
It was apparent to me after that opportunity was wasted on you and you spent all that time lounging about at the academy.
Ah, yes, lounging
Taking
about,
up
getting my
space.
degree.
Taking up space that could have been better utilized on someone with the talents to be there. I had to come back and put you in your place. They see that you still sport the badge of honor of all of your hard work at the academy. Mother was incapable. You were incapable. You were supposed to take us out of the hole that we found ourselves in.
And you're doing such a good job. You had to make your own wife, Mitya. That's kind of a low bar.
To necessitate a better transition from the matriarchy we find ourselves in,
Did
we
you
need
end up killing?
puppets in place.
Did you kill my mother-in-law?
We need puppets in place that we can control.
If you killed her, I really don't care. I'm just curious. I mean, I didn't like her. But did you kill her?
She was taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
We needed her removed so a
how's-
new matriarch could take over.
And how's Master Iliago doing?
The circle's done quite well since your departure.
Glad to hear that they're doing okay with you. At the helm. That's really being at the helm, even though you never liked them.
No,
I feel like you could do more.
we have a partnership. I have greater aspirations than some silly magic cult.
Right. What's his name? Ulrich?
Ulrich, a business partner.
Is he the partnership you're talking about? Because honestly, Mitya, you could do so much better.
I will be. Yes, he's one individual we've contracted. I needed somebody who was an expert in building the right tool, rather than spending decades investing in one that's going to fail and run off the first chance she gets. Thankfully, you at least did not sow the seed of your ineptitude into spawn for your husband. We didn't have to overcome that hurdle. Thankfully.
Yes. But apparently I left enough genetic information that you were able to use my blood to create Miss Anaravis.
She's a good blank canvas. She's a canvas that's being used properly. It's being put to good use.
Oh, Mitya, I had such high hopes for you.
Apparently so
I
did
thought
everybody
you could
else
be
for
better.
you. But again, time and
Nobody-
resources wasted.
Mitya, no one had high hopes for me.
Time and resources wasted. Maybe they should have left you. But you traded you were traded into a place that allowed me to step into the limelight
Mitya.
where I belong. So at least I thank you for that. For paving the way to a brighter future for us. Someone competent's
all.
doing the work.
Mitya, that's all I wanted. The first 20 damn years of my life were spent for you. I killed people and became their tool for you so you could do better. And the moment I leave, that I think maybe I could do something better, you go and take my place. You can't even carve your own path. I thought you could. I thought that I helped you to be able to do that, Mitya. Please.
Well, you carved a path, sister, but maybe you did do one thing right, and now the better life you've set up for me can be achieved if you would simply go back to being gone. And he steps back to the door and just opens it for you.
You could come with Dima.
I have all that I need. I am the puppet master
life.
head of a large house in Fairlin and will be making my way towards the royal court soon enough. The matriarchy will fall, and this will be the first stepping stone into letting me take the place of a generation no longer bound by silly traditions and rules. So that maybe someone with a little bit better vision can take over. I can't help that you can't see what's clearly a stronger future for everyone, with a man like me at the helm.
That's the thing, Mitya, I can. You are a beautiful force, and you could do anything. And you choose to do this. I'm honestly a bit disappointed. You could
That's a feeling we both
be-
share, sister. Please, I have
I'm
a
sorry
wedding to
for
prepare
leaving
for.
you.
Don't be sorry, I'm asking you to do it again. He motions again towards the door.
I'm not sorry that I left, but I'm sorry for leaving you, Mitya. Despite everything, I do still love you. And she'll leave. She knows
How
she
much
won't
of
get a
that-
response.
How much of that could we hear
It was a...
if we're outside?
I mean, the doors are pretty secure. You would have heard slightly raised voices, but probably not the content.
Cool. Kind of figured.
If Cypher was in her head, though.
No, it's just a established
Okay.
thing, and then
You would have had to be repeating everything that was being said to cipher actively.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go. She'll turn back into...
You have a sharp enough ear that as the door's closing, you hear Dimitri say, establish a connection to Avamar. There's a wrinkle.
Called you old.
Bam! Open the door back up. On top of everything, you're also a fucking coward.
Yes, I'm sure, quite. I'm coward with the position and capability to change the world. And Arvis walks back out and she's holding a tray from she took from one of the servants. Will you be joining us for tea after all? Yeah.
No, thank you, dear. You could really do with a better husband, you know.
My husband is quite wonderful. He met me when I was doing mission work, trying to help people on the borderlands. He's got quite a nice heart for people in need.
Me too, you could really learn something from your wife.
I can learn so much from him. It'd be much nicer when men that are capable and strong stand forward before the tide of all of the issues that our people are facing and weather that storm and make positive change for us. I think it's quite a good thing that he's helping out and taking over so much of the work. And she sets the tray down and
Viola makes the exact same fucking face that I was looking at him, just like...
She takes the Instagram trad wife pose as she holds onto the side of him.
Come on, Viola. Let's just go.
As we're walking away, I'm gonna
Servant
telepathically
closes the door.
yeah, I'm gonna telepathically to Anarvis.
If there is anything in there, you'll be free soon. You can be a person. Good luck until then.
Sorry. There's no response.
Okay.
Sorry, the chortle was the ADHD went, oh man, what would be funny for a blank copy to say back telepathically? And they went immediately to, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh my god.
So that was very bad timing for the... Sorry, I wasn't trying to laugh at what you were saying.
Fair. Skadoodle.
Once they're around the corner, Viola will change back into Viola. Or not Viola, but the Ashahoyan woman.
You walk back across the estate. Obviously, you guys were situated on opposite sides, so you have a little bit of time to walk and talk if you want to discuss as the four of you walk back.
Yeah, Viola, with her near perfect memory, basically recites what happened.
Do you remember things word for word? I got so frustrated, I didn't hear like half of what you said. I just was so uncomfortable and
It sounded really tense.
that's
Viola, you know I love you and I respect your agency, but if I hear him say anything like that again, I will kill him.
Was he always like this?
No.
What or who would make him be like this all of a sudden?
I don't think it's all of a sudden, Cypher.
I think it's me.
You didn't give him
Why?
those ideas?
I left him.
Think about it though.
I
You
He didn't.
suddenly
He didn't go with you. What do you mean? He tried to.
and you leaving wouldn't suddenly give him whole new ideas about how to restructure society with him at the forefront of, some sort of new political and social upheaval. You leaving would make him sad and want to come and find you and be mad at you. But someone
Healthy
told him
person,
to
yeah.
externalize all of this and point it at everyone but you because he's mad at you.
Sure, the master
is-
had some hand in that. They won't be able to find me. But they will be able to find you, and they've seen that you are next to me.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I shouldn't have opened the door back up. I just was going to talk to my fucking husband. And all I saw was
You mean brother, Sarah? You were gonna talk to your fucking brother, not husband.
no.
No.
He's going
to talk to her
call.
husband.
Oh,
I just heard him say about my husband. No, we're not that Alabama. R.I.P.
But he
Ben.
is apparently.
Singa. I wasn't born here. My kids are screwed though.
Seeped
So
into
you
Hey,
only
at least
one of
they
my
have
kids
a
was
wide
born here.
variety to choose from.
That's fucked up.
I'm sorry for talking to Auric. It wasn't a good idea,
No.
but I just figured it was better to, what's the phrase, rip the band-aid off?
Yes,
That's the one.
we both needed to confront them. And we'll be out of here soon enough.
Gabe, I don't suppose your dad or the weird fae that turned you into a mushroom are lurking somewhere in the guest list?
Not that I've seen. I think we're okay for my,
All right.
fucked up life, but we're gonna have to make some fixes to you and Viola's lives.
You hear the toilet
Corin,
flush as somebody
Aaron.
walks out of the hall bathroom with a newspaper under its arm, and it's Dad.
I know.
Corin, Aaron, dad, mom, anywhere, somewhere on the...
Corin's back and studying still. So
Mom's.
Oh, yeah.
Mom's dead. Dad never found. Who the fuck are you?
Well, you think mom's dead, but
No,
You would
I
be
saw-
wrong.
I
Comes
I
back
there's a
with
Strix
a
outside
carton of
washing a
milk.
window and is just like scoots away to the next window.
No, it's the fucking dad. That's fucking bastard.
Bastard, man.
Bastard.
Bastard. Oh, excuse me.
I almost became Benny from The Mummy. Bastard.
Beautiful, the whole sand wall thing. Bastard.
I got all the horses.
like I've got all the
horses.
Hey, Betty, looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river.
It's the rise in river.
Yeah, it's the way that it's the sing-songy. Yeah, chef's kiss.
I love the money.
I'm so glad they're coming back.
I
I'll
love
agree that
Brendan
the third one isn't
Fraser.
real.
Yeah, third one did not happen.
Well, you chat and walk back to find Corin very excited as I found exactly what we need to make this wedding happen.
Just run over and wrap my arms around Corin and hug him.
you're the
Oh,
best.
don't-
Don't ever let anyone tell you that's not the case.
Thank you.
Okay.
You think I'm the no touch one, but actually he's the no touch one.
No, I know.
Feathers ruffle. Okay. Yes, we just need to. It can be officiated by a member of the symposium in a pinch, and I've already asked, and points to the lady who is pretending to do all the officiating stuff, or the Ashahoya stuff. Yeah, I actually am able to perform the ceremony. We just need to find people that we're certain are not going to be against us, and make sure that nobody else sneaks in that's going to undermine this whole process.
Okay.
We've got people trying to reach out to folks that would be the right people to bring to this occasion. We have a location secured, and a couple more hours, but I think we're set. And we'll all sign that we observed and witnessed this, and we should be good to go. By our best estimation, there's maybe 20% of the symposium are in league with the Noxshade Assembly. So if we can get the rest of them that we trust, we should be able to have this take off without a hitch.
Let's find people.
Okay. So you spend the next couple of hours coordinating with the local folks from the symposium that you know are on the right side of history here at this point, aren't trying to overthrow a government. Gather them to a meeting location, send them, information on where to head to, and to be as inconspicuous as possible. There is a few off-site meeting locations for the symposium that would serve. One of them is a small stone-seated amphitheater for very traditional Roman-esque seating for a senator's theater that they can assemble in and have conversations away from prying eyes. That's down on one of the cliff sides near the river. And there's some ways in through the Forge districts, through the Merchant's Rise, and places to gain access without drawing a bunch of attention. And these people don't live in the estate. The symposium members live all through the countryside, but they all happen to be in town for the wedding, so thankfully they're easy to get a hold of. And 5:30 rolls around after you guys have a light dinner that's brought to your quarters, as the prince is unfortunately unable to serve you a dinner this evening. They are up to their eyes in wedding planning, and you may see them later in the garden while they take a stroll to relieve the pressures the night before the wedding. One of the servants that you have trusted at this point to bring you good information. So by 5:30, you all make your way over towards the servants' quarters, and you see the prince and Ruvia strolling through the gardens with their guards. Some of the kitchen staff makes a bit of a distraction, and the two of them make their way into the kitchen to meet the five of us. As we slip out with the kitchen staff through to the back door to the service entrance, where there is a hand-picked selection of the prince's guard, a couple cloaks thrown up and over the shoulders of the prince and Ruvia, and her two ladies in waiting, but the good friend and then the warrior shaman lady, who absolutely could probably tear someone's throat out, are waiting out back as well for you.
Hell yeah.
And
does she have the cat with her?
You ask, you look around expectantly. She winks, and you hear a little from a bush nearby, and you hear a couple feet padding away. Oh, it's close.
Okay, good.
There is hushed whispers of nervous politicians, flickering candlelight, this heavy weight as you enter the symposium chamber. And a few of the people that you had rescued are trying to calm everyone. They're like, why are we assembled this late? It's why is all the secrecy? Until the hood of the prince and Ruvia come off. And this hush kind of falls over the remainder of the symposium that's present. The prince, very stately, goes into an explanation, holding hands with Ruvia, and she explains what they've observed, and the people that they've had around them, and other people start chiming in with supporting evidence that the Noxiate Assembly has been slipping around town, keeping a close eye on people. There's been concerns of troublemakers showing up and then suddenly disappearing. But there's an outpouring of support and outrage that on the eve of a tumultuous wedding, trying to get to a point where the prince could actually be wed, that they would do such a thing as to find a way to get rid of Ruvia and to totally undermine the safety and security of this great nation. There's despair and outrage, but a solution's presented. Corin's got the books, shows the laws where it was during wartime and the prince was crowned on a battlefield and part of the symposium gathered, and it was established at that point that as long as a certain percentage were available, that the witness wedding would be official and would be, the king would be crowned at that day.
Cool.
And there's a bit of a hush as a very light ceremony begins. You're all seated in places of honor in the front row, having brought the attention of this plot to the prince, who after a very short 15 to 20 minute ceremony with Ruvia's spiritualist Bogra officiating a portion of the ceremony in the traditions of Tukradek, the Orcish customs, brings a sigh of relief to these people as they all stand and bear witness and sign a document officially crowning the prince as no longer Prince Irund Thassalin, but King Irund Thassalin and Queen Ruvia Thassalin. Now, there is no requirement for any consecration of official marriage duties or anything like that. The plan is at this point, most of the senators have agreed to partake in, they've all agreed to partake in the ruse that the wedding has not occurred. So they will make their way back to the keep, sleep in separate chambers, and the wedding will go on as planned tomorrow so that the usurpers can be ousted and the king will have them removed from their posts, and punishment will be determined at that time.
Oh yeah.
So after some very
Well,
brief
I'd
moments
say
of
this
shaking
went
hands and
off
stuff.
without a hitch. I'd say this went off without a hitch, but I suppose there was one hitch.
What was the complication?
Boo.
They got hitched.
Yes, they did, but what was the complication?
I don't get it.
Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate it.
I said
No,
boo.
I got it
No.
too. I got it too.
Said boo.
I'm the only one that's liking this.
Said
That was
boo.
great.
That was not a boo of approval. That was a boo.
That was great.
Not on your team. Fuck you.
I don't understand what Gabriel got, but did you have the hitch?
Well,
That was
I haven't even met a
question
girl
is
yet,
that
so
I thought
term
hitches
getting
were
hitched
bad.
Yes, we did not
Getting
want this to
hitched
have.
There
We
is
did not.
like
Yes.
getting
So,
married.
so the
Getting
Ooh,
married.
hitch
the
is
slang.
also
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like a play on
Getting
words. It's like it went off without a hitch.
So the slang is that
Also-
marriages are bad?
I hate comment of
No,
origin.
no. I
Me
would
too.
love
It is the
to finish
least.
saying what I'm saying.
Language is
It's
stupid.
like
yes. Let Aaron finish.
it is like I've spent a lot of time really trying to learn the slang because it's important to me, and not so much my brother. So I do the explaining. So like we wanted this to go off without a hitch. You do know this phrase as it went off. It all went without much worry, issue,
Problems.
problem. Yeah. Now we also are given the context amidst a wedding happening, right? And that is the source of our problems, right? So the humor that comes between these two phrases is the word correlation. There's one word that can be related between the two circumstances. So there's off without a hitch, and then to get hitched is to get married. So to say it went off without a hitch is technically wrong if we want to consider getting hitched a hitch in this context.
It's a lot less funny when it has to be explained.
It wasn't funny before.
Thank you.
This conversation happening as we're walking back to the keep, I assume.
Suffer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be more natural later on.
Okay,
Viola.
I'll just fake it, I think.
It was-
Probably just,
No, don't fake it.
I get it, because, you know, a marriage.
because it's funny, because words and stuff.
Wordplay.
There's a
You'll
What a-
appreciate the power of the pun.
there's a bit of a rumbling noise from the cat that's walking now beside you that kind of came out of nowhere.
Hello.
The cat
And-
thought it was funny. I win.
One of the little like head tentacles that it's got, you know, with the little frilly ends, kind of leans up towards you, Cypher.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go. Like, no.
No, it is. Progress nearby just kind of gasps a little bit. I would grab it. If I were you.
Okay.
There's an
Gently
immediate
grab.
psychic connection.
Hi. Wow.
Puns are not that funny. And then
Is there anything else?
it disconnects so that you can still feel its presence.
Wow, that was intense.
They don't bond with
The cat
many.
is- The cat
Not.
is really.
Hmm.
Okay, that was cool. Can you teach me more stuff?
Bogra, are you talking to the cat still?
Yeah.
Know what you would like me to teach you mostly and do a lot of observing, but I'd be happy to talk more with you another time.
Okay.
And then it pads off.
Gripping Viola.
That is the coolest cat on the planet.
I'm not surprised that you can talk to animals and that they like you.
I don't think I talked to it so much as it talked to me.
It's not quite
like a
an
whole-
animal either. It's more along the lines of a fae creature. They're both in the fae and the corporeal realm, and they're native to where Rathalan touches Tukbradek.
Well, that's the first Fae. Nope, second Fae. I'm wrong.
They're related. They're
So-
not quite fae. They're between realms, which makes them unique.
Okay. Well, Cantivore remains the one that I like then.
You all turn in for a restful evening, prepared for whatever madness lingers in the future of this wedding ceremony that's going to definitely not go off without another hitch.
There'll be some hitches.
And we could get some
Some bitches.
intense music.
Oh.
In the middle of the
Well,
night, there's a pounding
no.
at the door for your room.
I don't have intense music
Aaron?
to go.
Bolts up and definitely stay in the
Cypher.
same room as Cypher.
You are awakened with a very scary vision and dream of the cat's face leaping out of shadows and and roaring at you, which sends you up in a start, and you can immediately feel the connection. Answer the door quickly.
Okay.
Scramble out of bed, half delirious.
There's knocking, like thumping at the door.
Put a
Viola
light on
has
glint and
routine.
just
Ah,
peek open the door.
Genze and Bogra and the cat are all there. Bogra, you need to come with us now.
why?
And they're already running down the hall.
Aaron, yeah, why?
Why?
Viola. Viola
run
just-
off?
Viola doesn't
Asking,
even say
follow me.
anything.
No.
Viola's running.
Yeah. Aaron just scoops the Cypher.
It's an emergency. They'll explain on the way.
There's like 6 people that want to kill us in this castle.
Just being dragged
Go
down the
fast.
hallway.
Go fast. Scoop Cypher.
You
and then just
know
kinda, like,
for sure
toss
it's a psychic connection. It is the same cat. And you can see him
Okay.
running in full vision down the hall. He's not hiding. He's out with Bogra in like attack
Okay.
mode.
What happened to Rivia?
We don't know. whoever found something out, the plan must have been to strike tonight. They throw open the door to Ruvia's chambers, and sitting there calmly at the table is a partially formed reflection that would barely be passable, that turns and kind of just looks at you and smiles as you come in. The assembly got to her and took Ruvia. That's what they were planning to do. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Shit. Ugh. God damn it.
I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
So next time we're here, we'll find out what happened to Ruvia. Go find the real Ruvia and possibly save the now queen. We need to go kill some people and get Ruvia back,
At least
apparently.
now she's the queen and not
She's the
just
queen.
some
Yes.
foreign princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now somebody
Queen.
kidnapped the fucking queen,
Is kid.
which is bad news bears. Well, bad news bears for them. All right. Well, we met.
bad news bears.
We met weird creators that made us that are kind of weird and shitty at their jobs. And we met brothers turned groypers because of whatever the Fairland internet male equivalent of podcasting is over there.
Oh god.
I hope it made your skin crawl, Sarah. When I had this idea, that was just like, here's this whole matriarchy thing. What if groypers started taking over from within her family and usurping
What's
power?
fucked
For
is
the,
they have a king.
they do,
Yeah.
but all the royal houses are
It was
matriarchy.
literally
I know.
Gross.
Gross. Icky. Bad.
Man, we can't even have one thing.
Hey, Gabriel's dad's still out there.
I'm sure he's great.
Your
twins?
your daughter's
Yeah, that
fine.
might
He doesn't even know
still
your
be out
daughter
there.
exists.
Yeah, I'm sure she's
Yes.
fine.
You did lots of work to keep her safe, but didn't do any work to
I
save
did
brother
lots
from
of
becoming a
work.
little groyper.
Nope.
He follows Farrell and Nick Fuentes.
Oh,
Oh,
gross.
God.
So he's also
So glad
gay?
I don't know. I was getting
Honestly,
some queer
He's not
vibes.
sleeping with weird sister clone, and he didn't even think that was
Well, that's
weird.
just-
So
It's 'cause
So
that's
who
his
is he
sister, but-
sleeping with?
Yeah.
Probably old.
Avamar,
Yeah. Who's he fucking?
Or
Probably
and
Avamar.
Avamar.
Damn.
probably
He's
Avamar.
fucking Avamar.
Maybe,
Damn it.
maybe, yeah. That was the whole thing. It was just a lavender
He
wedding the whole
hates women
time.
so
It was
much,
Lavender
dope.
wedding the whole
but
time.
He won't
Yep.
even have sex with them.
I'm getting
Yeah.
serious lavender
No.
wedding vibes from the prince too.
It's
They're allowed to marry men, though. That was one of Viola's questions.
No, I know.
Yeah, they are. Hey, no, this prince is just into very strong muscle mommies. Because I mean, she's a half horse
They need
muscle
one
mommy.
too.
All
Why
right,
would
y'all.
Mom step on you.
Why would mom step on you? I don't understand. Well, we
Oh,
appreciate
good
y'all
Lord.
hanging out and Sam hanging out and driving. Hopefully you paid attention to the road and
Yeah,
weren't paying
didn't crash.
attention, didn't crash. But we should still be on for next weekend. So,
Woo!
peace out, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Bye.